Oh, you're alive. Am I realize? Um, hmm. Well, is it actually on? There's no audio. Um, Let me have a look at this. YouTube. Let's just check the thing. I'm just trying something, guys. I'm just seeing if this is working. This is the first time I'm streaming with this on. Just give me a second, guys. I just want to go on my channel first. Yeah, I'm just trying this. I'm just seeing if this is working. I don't know whether you can hear me. If you guys can hear me, give me a chat. Just going to see what's. Oh, cheers! Yeah, so you can go. You guys can hear me. Actually, that's good. So the stream is all right. That's cool. That's good. Just basically just come on tonight. Normally Fridays are actually a general chat. Tonight's general chat actually. So if you want to chat to me live on YouTube, you can. This is not planned, by the way. It's not a scheduled stream. Just thought I'd come on tonight. So I'm just trying out this new YouTube app. I want to see how it works really, because I don't know if this is better than using the OBS broadcaster. Just see how it goes anyway. So hi everybody. I'm back for another general chat tonight. We can talk whatever you want about. If you want to talk about what's happening with this and studio work and everything, things have gone really well. Things have gone really well, actually. Just a few updates to tell you about the album. The two albums that we are coming to be releasing in about a week's time, actually. We're still on the schedule for it. A few little changes have happened since the last time I did it. I've done a lot of streaming live on YouTube, Facebook this week, which has been all to do with the release of the album, recording the album and everything else. And it's been a monumental week full of music on it. So if you guys haven't seen that, go and have a look at it. Tonight we're just going to talk about Queen, we're going to talk about what's happening with projects and stuff and what's going on. Had a very nice week, actually. Finally got ST Entertainment has now got an official youth Facebook page, which is wonderful. We've also got we just got a sort of few things out now next week. Well, it's all coming together. I'm happy to say it's coming together. So yeah, but I want to discuss something tonight. I want to talk about Discogs. As you all guys know, I have been a partner for Discogs for over 2 years. Well, maybe 3 years now. I've been selling stuff on Discogs for over 3 years. And if you guys have are big fans of Discogs, it's a wonderful site to be on. There's been a disclaimer happened with Discogs, apparently. My business, ST Entertainment, was removed from the site. And I contacted Discogs about this. And apparently, I was forced by some pathetic reasons. I still don't understand why. I was forced to remove Jodie's album off Discogs because the idiots over there, apparently the idiots over there, you can't sell you can't sell a CD in multiple forms on Discogs. I don't know why. I don't know how. And I don't understand why the hell fucking Discogs just fucked everything up. So I was pretty annoyed. And they removed the listing. But this doesn't stop me from getting ST Entertainment officially launched back on to Discogs, and it is getting relaunched on Discogs again. So if Discogs is watching this back, I sincerely want an apology for this, because this has just really messed me up now. But apart from that, we're still going to sell the album. I'm looking at other various variations to sell it, and eBay could be the answer for me, and PayPal, because I've had a great idea actually that could work out very well for us, and it would work out sincerely good for releasing the album. I don't really want to discuss things at the minute, but that could possibly happen. So Jodie's album is still scheduled to be out. We finished all the tracks. I finished all the first album tracks. The second album tracks are in production now. The first album tracks are completed. They're done. They're finished. We have to get the vocals sorted out now for it, and we will be back on track with the album next week. Hopefully, when everything's all been sorted out, we'll sort out the vocal parts for the album. But it isn't scheduled. We're scheduled with it, so it's okay. Everything's fine. So this week was good. Streaming live on the Facebook was really amazing. So thanks a lot to Facebook for giving me that also support. Next, ST Entertainment is now officially on Facebook, and also you guys would like to know, I also have changed the Passion Records Remembered YouTube page. I've now called it ST Entertainment, because we're going to be doing EPKs, behind the scenes videos of the album, and also we're going to be doing some launches for the albums that we're going to release, because we could be on a third album coming out this year. We've scheduled the second album to be out in August, September time, and then after that's done, I've had an amazing idea to really do something that's going to be really good, and I decided actually, if you guys know my videos from past years ago, I did an album called Unreleased, which was an album I produced and written, and I arranged it all and recorded it in this very room before I changed. And I had an idea to revisit the album again, because I want to revisit it. I want to look into it again, and I would like to make an album, but I'm not going to sing on it. Obviously, I am not going to sing on any albums this time. We're looking for some other people to do it. But at the moment, things are just great. Things are really good. But I've been at the vaults. I've been looking at some songs yesterday. Today was a short day today. I've just been doing some touch-ups on the album today, and it's coming together so good. It's coming together so good. So I've listened back to the mixes. Jodie got a CD of the mixes, and she's I think she likes them actually, but just hasn't heard the old mixes yet. But she's but she's going to get to them anyway. Sound great. Sounds really, really good, actually. It's been a monumental task to do it, and I'm coming down with a bad throat problem for some reason. I think I'm coming down with a bit of flu. But I literally this week was great. The previous week was really good. This week's been really good. Some emotions have happened. Some stuff has happened, but we resolved it all. I kind of got upset with Discogs a lot, really. I was so annoyed with Discogs. Why the hell you took my business down? I don't understand. So I'm going to email them back. I'm going to tell them. Apparently, they said you were spamming a product that wasn't existent yet. Excuse me. This business is my business. I own the business. You guys just messed up my account. So I'm going to be contacting Discogs back this weekend, probably Monday, to get it all resolved anyway from it. And we just basically, I worked so solidly for the past 3 weeks with all the music we've done. Still writing anyway. Still writing so many ideas I want to do. But with it being the heat and stuff, it's kind of pretty difficult at this moment to continue with it. So I've had a weekend. Today was the day I wanted just to get a little top fit polished up a little bit, and then tomorrow is going to be my official rest day tomorrow, which I'm sort of into that anyway. Right. Okay, so you can chat to me. I know I can see a black screen and a black YouTube screen. I don't like the black screen. The white screen we better. In fact, let me just put on paint here. I will actually do some comments tonight on videos that we've done. Actually, some people were asking about comments videos. Can you respond to comments on the YouTubes? I can, and I'm actually going to split this. So I'm going to split another tab actually on my Google, and I'm going to read you some comments that I've received for the past couple of days. It's cool. ST Entertainment's YouTube page is launched on the 11th of May. There's nothing on it at the minute, but this 11th of May is going to be the launch of Jodie's album. And then we're going to do some behind-the-scenes videos. And we are trying to do an EPK of this thing. So we're going to try and get someone to come and film in here. We're going to do some brand new pictures as well. Trying to sort out with the camera. I've got a camera girl sorted out in a minute, who I know very well. And I'm going to talk to her next week. So we'd like to get some photo shoots sorted out as well. I've been using a new tool on MS and Microsoft. Wow. I had some pictures, my own pictures on my computer, and I was just messing around with this program called Paint, this MS 3D Paint program. Because MS Paint's going to be gone from the next couple of months, which is a shame because I shouldn't really take it off because Paint was good. But this new MS Paint one that brought out is incredible. Oh, really good. I got one of me and Devon, and I was drawing a little bit of it, and wow, the picture came out so good. So fair play to Microsoft for bringing that out. What a hell of a product. That is brilliant. So we're going to go to discussion page on here. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you are, I had a couple of questions from people saying, do you still receive emails from YouTube? No, I don't. My email account is still active. Unfortunately, I don't go into my inbox on my old email account. There's no point. Because all I get is junk mails of shit, and I don't really bother with it. So we're going to go to Creator Studio. We're going to go to the discussion page. It is really warm in here, actually. There's a heat. I think the heat's on there. Oh, it's not. It's cool. Well, it's been pretty warm for the past couple of days here in the north. It's going to be the casual traffic going by as well tonight, so that's cool. Anyways. Nevin's really, really tired today. She's had a tired night. Just going to go get some juice, guys, and then we'll have a chat. Maybe for a couple of hours. So I'm going to read the comments from the page coming up in a few minutes. So give me a second, guys. I'll just yeah. Yes. So I had a so Saturdays I normally don't stream, but today, with it being an exception, today was going to be good. That's cool. Okay, so let's go to discussion page. Anyway, so we're going to have. I can't see the chat. This chat looks really bad. Can you change this thing? It's got to be black for black. Oh, you can have power chat on this. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's much better. Now I can see chat now. Now I've got it in white. Cool. So now you guys can chat to me. So it's cool. So I'm going to actually minimize that for a moment. Actually, no, what I'll do is actually I'll put it on. I'll turn off this paint thing, and I'll stick it on here, and that's your chat room there. So we'll have a chat room on this side, just a bit smaller. Perfect. Good. Okay. Right. Okay. So, so we're going to have a few comments we've received this week. An hour ago, we received a comment from Gaming Head. Gaming Head has put on. This was the Freddie Mercury box set. I think it was. I overviewed this many years ago. He said he got it for 88 quid. Hope it will arrive soon. Good deal. Yeah, mine's still sitting over there actually in the corner. You can see it's just there. Yeah, that's that. I still think that was one of my amazing things I bought. I had to rebuy that obviously because mine got stolen originally. You see the old video where I was ranting about it, saying it's been stolen. It was apparently it was stolen. Well, someone sold it. My dad sold it apparently, and I did forgive him because I said, "Why did you sell it for? There's no need for that." That's fair. Richard Brown says, on Queen, Brian on Queen forever. He has beautiful hands. Brian's always had beautiful hands. He's always had lovely hands, lovely times, little friend. Yeah, Brian's he's a great guy. He's a really good guy. Brian's got he's actually one of the most sweetest guys you'd ever meet. Shaitan. It's very difficult names to pronounce these. Haha, that's here. 9:35. Afraid he looks up as Muhammad the Fall has started playing above his head. I miss him. I miss Queen. Oh, that's a good comment. Yeah, we miss Queen a lot. We miss him. We miss the original. We miss Freddie Mercury a lot. We miss him. He was one of the most unique singers of the world. K-Rex, making of Highlander videos. I feel like out of all the interviews with Freddie, this is the one he seems most open and like himself in. Doesn't feel like he's putting on some sort of show at all. No. Well, that interview that interview was never ever seen. It was in bits everywhere, but Doro put it together as an original. But that was actually taken from the Magic Years set, the VHS set, which they never included it on the VHS because I keep things for an hour, and they just basically said, "Nah, we're not going to put it in." So that's actually the first time it's ever been seen. And he had to. I mean, I do agree. He has got the sort of thing that needs to be it. So it's pretty good, but it's really amazing. So. Awesome. David's Queen collection. Count 69 at 28 minutes. Yeah, I actually did look back in this video. Do you know where it is that you discuss the Highlander soundtrack in more detail? Oh, I couldn't tell you. The only thing that I did on the Queensville last year was I did discuss that they were going to release Highlander on Hollywood Records, but unfortunately the project was abandoned because Hollywood Records has nearly gone, has lost money. unfortunately, I think if you go back to the video of the early of the new Queen collection I did, the CD collection, the original CD collection, before the CD collection went in the bin. Yeah, all the CDs went in the bin, by the way, because they were terrible. You'll have to go have a flick through for some of the videos. Probably if you got the Queen collection, CD collection, go on that one because I redid it, and they're much better quality as well. Mark Taylor. Mark says, Freddie film trailer coming soon, according to Jim Jenkins, should be fun. All right. That could be interesting to have a look at. Yeah, maybe. It's it has got a bit of a thing with it, I suppose. It's yeah. Possibly. Let's have a look at some more. There's some more things I received. Nicola Pierce has been in touch. She's haven't heard from her actually for the last time we streamed actually, so hopefully she should be fine. Motion device. War Pigs. Where are they now? Touring the States, back in school. Motion device. Very interesting story about Motion device. A lot of new news coming out actually this year. The thing about Motion device and our band, they never ever do a live stream. They've never live streamed at all. They've never done a Q&A session. They've never done interviews. Last year, their album Wide Awake became one of the best albums they ever recorded, and it was just phenomenal. And that thing was just a mountain full of things. The last track on it, 2112 song, the 2112 theme, or the last track on the album is just brilliant. Motion device at the moment are they're not touring until May, June, July, August. They're back on the road promoting the album again. They've been when they went into the studio and did some live stuff, they did a DVD. They did a DVD of the making of the album, and I think that's some bits that were on YouTube, that were on Facebook that they were filming at the time. But that album, Wide Awake album, what a hell of a job that was. That was just amazing. I mean, that was seriously a great album. I have actually got a Motion device Wide Awake poster up there. You won't be able to see it from the light, but that poster, I designed that. I didn't pay a lot for that actually. That cost me about £5, and it was £5 shipment for that. That apparently was just that was the image that was on the website, and I just put on there at the bottom just the Motion device logo, and I had to copyright it as Motion device because they own it right to it. That thing was brilliant. T-shirt was designed as well. I got a T-shirt designed by Vistaprint. Now I tell you what, when we get these things produced and these other stuff going on, we're gonna be we talked about this actually. We're going to do some merchandising, but we're not on that road yet at the moment, but we could be. But see how we go. The Motion device at the moment, they are at the moment their dad and their mother and their whole situation. They are making another album this year, which is wonderful. Can't wait to get it. Can't wait to kickstart a project this year. And then they're going to be making they've already made 3 videos. The only thing about the videos is the reason that they only released it and filmed it at the same in last year was they didn't want to clash with any other releases of it. Alive came out first. The last one that came out was The Machine. No, the second one was The Machine. And then the other one was Soul Shaker. And Soul Shaker's great. And actually, a lot of people loved Soul Shaker a lot. And it really, really, that album was just phenomenal when it came out. It didn't get a lot of attention from sales. It was only sold on the website. But it was a fantastic album. Promotion Device, they refused to have interviews and they refused to go live streams because they don't want that attention because it takes up a lot of time. This is a band that works so hard with doing their own studio in Canada, and then they produce their own music in Canada because they also produce themselves. And they also announced on their website they are no longer going to do covers. It's a shame because the best one they ever released was that Heaven and Hell, which that is just like the best one they ever filmed. Which I think that was filmed at Ronnie James's own house. That it's Wendy Dio apparently wanted them to go there and film the video there without any knowledge, and this is before they got famous. But the people have a hit and miss about people are hit and miss about them because either you like Motion Device for what they do, and the original work is phenomenal, or either you get the feeling they're thinking this band is not really what I want to listen to. I listened to Motion Device over the past 2 months, and that album was just so good, and it was just the originally, it was going to be produced by Eddie Kramer. That's who they originally wanted to produce it. He wasn't available at the time. So they found this other guy called Darwin, got a weird name, whatever his name is anyway. And he came in and he really changed things around. He was saying, whoa. But they recorded it at One Rumble Studios in Canada. They didn't go to the original studio where Kevin Dietz would have produced it, but he couldn't because he was working with another band at the time. And that's why Motion Device does not do any press. They don't do any press. They don't do any promotion because their dad feels they don't want to be taken like shit. They don't like shit interviews. They want to have somebody who knows what they're talking about, background and the music and the interviews. Never had one interview last year. Never had any promotion. Didn't go on tour. Recorded an album, and that was it. They're very quiet, very silent guys. So that's why you guys are wondering why they're thinking of it. But I do appreciate the fact that people love my version of War Pigs, which is just been getting some attention apparently. And people have said that sounds exactly like a duet. It sounds exactly like Black Sabbath in the Room, and it was clever actually. It was clever to do that. It was just taking the original War Pigs and timing it with their version of War Pigs. I didn't even stretch out the track. I just basically put it on. I mixed it bloody perfect, and then it got attention. It went, wow, this version is really good. So it was like a mashup between the original and like you could have. I mean, I was going to split the track originally left and right, and have Aussies on that side of the speaker, and this side of the speaker you could have Motion Device with Sarah on it as a duet, but it didn't sound right at all. But saying that has got more attention than I've expected on my channel. So, cheers, guys. B-side records. These are probably repeated ones I've already said before, but I don't mind saying it again. B-side records says the Queen Collection. This is the D'Agostini release of it. I hope they do this in other markets around the world. As an American who passed on the box set, I would love this. D'Agostini has no plans to bring out the box set. D'Agostini will only release all 30 albums, and then after that, it will be a success of it. They are releasing the BBC sessions. This is the very last one, actually. But I still understand why they're doing it from categories of like the third one to be Queen, the second one to be A Night at the Opera, the first one obviously being Kind of Magic. It doesn't make any sense, that. But then again, how can you actually do that as well? So now I've got Queen off the way. Now let's talk about AC/DC now. I'm going to have to talk about it. There's a lot of people commenting on this video of exclusive news from Brian Johnson to come back to AC/DC. And you guys know, I love it. I like AC/DC. But I no longer listen to their music. The only reason is I've had a massive thought about this now. And me and Chris, which we spoke about this many times. This is very hard to describe, but I think from a point of view thing, it's best if things were just, you listen to what you love of AC/DC. If you like the Bon Scott stuff, go for Bon Scott. Like, if you like the Brian Johnson stuff, go for Brian Johnson. And I know that you keep saying, Chris, to me all the time, that Back in Black is a great album to listen to. It is. It is a good album. So I have to now say something about this. You guys were messaging like crazy. So here is something that I will tell you right now. Okay. Now, when this news came out on Facebook first and said he is happy to come back to AC/DC, this was absolute true. This was true. This wasn't fabricated. That story on Facebook was true. At the time, it went to press. But now, if you guys have heard, Brian has now made a song with Jim Brewer called Mr. Rock and Roll, which was his last ever recording he did before he had this infection. And Brian is now at this very stage, he is continuing to rest until he's ready to come back. That's basically how he would be. He's a really amazing guy. He's a great singer, and he's absolutely brilliant. He's brilliant. He really is. Because his persona on stage is really, he can have something that's kind of really. He can have something that's very positive, and singing is good for him as well. It's brilliant. I mean, all the songs that he did up to Big Gun, which I like Big Gun. I like Big Gun's a great song. It's a good song indeed. So apparently people have said to me, take it off. It's not true. It doesn't work. I'm basically going to actually put no comments on that video anymore, because I'm just getting loads of people commenting on it saying blah 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 blah. If you just look very carefully at that video and you see that screenshot of him on that statement that he made on Facebook, that was real. That was true at the time, and now it's not. So there you are. I think some of these I've already answered in a couple of these I've got as well. I'll do the chat in a minute. I'm going to just concentrate on some of these comments I've received, by the way. So there's a lot of these just come from the same person. Yeah, I think they're actually disabling the. I'm actually going to disable the comments on this video now anyway. So thank you so much to all the comments from the ACDC fans who have put loads and loads of comments about it. But I think from now on, this has got to stop. So I just say to you guys, when you comment next time, just please remember that this was like 2 years ago. But now it's done and dusted. So that video will either be removed or either I will just block all comments, and I'm just getting sick of it. So there you go. Just basically having a look at these comments and see what else I can actually think of them as well. There's a view from 5 months ago. Apparently, I haven't even read these ones. Jane Hodgen, Skype call, Queen and Adam Lambert. I've already explained about the Adam Lambert stuff, so I'm not going to really discuss about Adam Lambert. So that's you guys to think about it anyway. But I'm going to go back quite a feedback on this as well. Austin Skoda, the making of the Miracle videos. Was that a remix of Breakthrough they were playing on that segment? No, it's just an extended version of it. It's just the extended version. Brian, Roger, and John remixed the track. Just basically used their thing on it. Dave Richards actually did it. It's cool. Gerber Bernstein. You can hear that bleed from the scratch track on Face headphones during Dragon Attack. Yeah. There's actually a reason why Dragon Attack's very recorded so quickly, because it was the last one to record on the album. And they just wanted to the mix apparently was just rough. It was a rough mix. It wasn't even finished. But it's very quickly it's very good how it's done on tape before digital ever existed. Yeah. JLB Zombie, Freddie Mercury doll. I own all 3 figures that were ever released. A 7-inch Freddie from Wembley, a 7-inch Freddie from the 70s, and the figure you showed in the video. I never knew that actually. I never knew there was 3 figures. 7-inch Freddie from Wembley. Well, I think that one there is probably the 18-inch one. That's the 18-inch one. That's a big one. That's a big one. So it's there. But I do remember there was a Wembley one. I know there was a Nebworth one, and I know there was the Live Aid one. But the guys at that Nessa thing, they didn't. The Nessa people organization in America didn't produce any more after that because it was costing a lot of money for them. James Garson. This is about Brian May and Queen forever. I haven't even seen all his comments, by the way. I'm afraid I've lost respect for what Brian May has to say after his praising of Nuno Bettencourt. And what's even worse, Extremes Get the Funk Out. An absolute crap song with a crap solo that has absolutely nothing to do with funk. I am not a fan of Extreme. I don't like Extreme. They tried to be the next Jeff Scott Soto, and I mean, there were shit bands. The first album's all right. The second album's pants. No, I don't like them. I think that is it. I've got no other. I've got no other. Got no other things to say on that anyway. Anyway, that's out of the way anyway. Right, now we're going to go to chat now. Mikhail's joined us tonight. Hello, Mikhail. Cool, good stuff. Success with the album Dead Inside. Dead Inside is on schedule. Yes, we are talking about it at the moment. Actually, we've been in. We're on schedule with it. We're going with everything's fine. The album's been mixed perfectly now, and we're just waiting for the right time until Jodie comes in. But we're on schedule. But I've had a massive argument with Discogs. If you want to run back to the very beginning or stay, I'll tell you again. Discogs disabled the Dead Inside album. They removed it off my fucking Discogs account. Yeah. But don't worry, because it's come back on Discogs. Because we are going to have a huge meeting with herself. But we're not going to say anything on here at the minute. But it will be business. But we're going to have a bit of a chat about that next week. Hopefully Friday if we can. So yeah. Let's comment out the way first. Right. Who else has pro commented? Brian Harvey. Who's Brian Harvey? You're a failed musician, mate. I don't know whether it's to go to get really upset and go woo-woo. It's like, I'm a failed musician. I'm not here to start rivalry. I'm not here to start fighting or arguing. I'll tell you something. I listen. If you want to go and listen to stuff on SoundCloud and listen to my repertoire and demos of what I've done on SoundCloud, go to SoundCloud and listen to what you want to listen to. Brian says, I'm a failed musician as well. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. That is so brilliant. I'm a failed musician. He's a failed musician. I've got a business called ST Entertainment. Get in touch. Come to Sunderland. Come here. Come to the studio. Do some tracks. I'll probably get production credits. Produced and arranged by Tez and Brian Harvey. And I don't think it'll work out pretty well. But yeah. So yeah. And by the way, if you guys were asking about the making of the album and stuff as well, there's a new page open up now called ST Entertainment Limited, and the page is now available on Facebook. So go to the Facebook page and look at some of my videos from the streams, like it as well if you want to. And if you are interested in working with me on anything, get in touch by email. Email address is on the page as well. And also, what business time's open now? We're next week, tomorrow. I'm working on stuff tomorrow, actually. And then Monday, we've got it. But next week's going to be pretty good, actually, because next week we get all the tracks finished. Yes. So we get the second album's going to be finished next week. I'm taking the whole day on Monday to get it finished off. There's a live stream going to happen on Monday, actually, for the final stuff for the second album we're going to work on. And then just a lot of things happen next week. It's all looking good, so I cannot wait. So next week is going to be a really good day. I am a bit hot today. It's been really, really warm today because the sun has been baking on my face today. I've been to the town today. I went to see a few people. Came back here to about 3 times today. So a 3-time walk today. So that's good for her. So she's knackered now. But it is really warm tonight. It's warm tonight, actually. So, but it needs to cool down a bit. And then you can have a bath later on as well. But yeah. I love that comment. You're a fair musician, mate. If I make music and I want to release stuff to the public, they just say, "Oh, you are fantastic. Well, you're a fake musician." That's funny, that. Actually, Chris joined the stream last. He joined the stream this week, doing the live the album, and he said to me, "Why are you ripping off Queen songs when it's like Queen?" Is like, yeah. And I explained all this story about the thing and everything else, you know. So yeah, it was funny. It was funny. But I told him the point though. I mean, what I did was there's a line in one of the songs that we're working on all this week. I worked on one song this week called Rockaway, and it's sounding bloody fantastic. It's mostly written about. There's one line for Freddie Mercury. There's one line for wherever he is. That's all it was originally written about him actually. But after some writing and rearranging and everything around, it sounded very, very, very good. So that's kind of a bit sucky, isn't it? Mate, I regret not learning how to play an instrument. All I do is sing. Singing's good, man. Singing's good. Good stuff. Get into production. Get you on the studio. Get your production. This studio costs £500. And it'll soundproofed. Now I'm flat broke. Not a pound to my name. Oh dear. This will be good. There's a pound. If you can raise funds on Kickstarter, do a Kickstarter campaign. This is what we're going to do the next time. Actually, we have a couple of ideas actually to do something else. I spoke actually. Speaking of this guy, I spoke to a guy at Riley's. I spoke to a guy that, well, you don't have to embarrass me, mate. It's all right. It's all right. You're not on camera. I'm on camera. There's a guy at Riley's who I spoke to this week, and he wants to do a song with me in this very room, and he wants me to do a metal song with him. I haven't wrote anything yet, but possibly can get something out the vaults again, which could work. So actually, I'm working on a song called Time Rider, and Time Rider is what I have to say is it's like going back to UFO. You know the band UFO? Sounds like UFO. Sounds very spacey, very spacey. Sounds like a Daniel Fleury production. Daniel Fleury is brilliant, by the way. If you don't know who Daniel Fleury is one of those guys who was a genius at 80s AOR rock. And he was bringing out an album by Find Me this year, and last year's album, Find Me, was just fantastic. I mean, it was Dark Angels, bloody brilliant. That was going way back into the 80s territory, and he's really into his 80s, and that's how I kind of got me inspired to do this project that I'm starting off with this Jodie who I'm working with, and she is she's going to be great. She's not going to have a feature or anything, but I mean, even when we talked about being sent off to Frontiers Records, we're still doing that. We haven't sent the mixes off yet. We haven't sent anything off yet, but we've got to get some stuff sorted out. We're getting. Oh yeah, my printer, by the way. This printer is nearly out of ink. I've got a yellow cartridge. My magenta cartridge is nearly out of. It's nearly dead, and I have to go and get a new one. And I might have to go to PC World for that actually, and we'll carry it online. And you just get a, but never mind. But yeah, that's. But yeah, so. So there's going to be a video on YouTube on the ST Entertainment page, and we're going to launch. We're going to do like a little behind the scenes and introduction video on saying this is like welcome to ST Productions and ST Entertainment. My name is Tez. Welcome to the page. If you have, like I say, and you could be a star next CD. We're releasing 2 albums, and as soon as Discogs gets sorted out, yes, don't worry, I will get Discogs all sorted out next week. I will. Monday, I'm planning to actually get in touch with them Monday and tell them that I didn't actually spam the album. The fact was, we just took it off for the moment because I wasn't sure what was happening yet. But we're going to actually list it. Pre-advanced copies of the album will be available from the, hope so, We're hoping it's going to be done by the week in May, because May the 11th is the official date we're going to bring it out. So we're going to have to really, we've got like another 2 weeks to get it all sorted out anyway, which we're just taking a break from stuff at the minute. And we're going to just see when our beloved is coming in, because I don't know when she's coming in yet. So we'll see. It's up to her. It's up to me. It's up to the artists who, when they get the time, they'll contact me and they'll say, "You're ready to come in?" And I say, "Right, get yourself up here. Takes half an hour to get here to my house, in the room all day, and then later on, go for a meal, celebrate me, and that's it." I really just can't wait to hear this girl's voice. I mean, seriously, the girl who, when I told you about it before in the first stream of it, you will probably hear more of her stuff, because her singing is amazing. And all the songs I wrote for this one, I mean, I must have wrote half of it, because some of it's pretty much that idea. So it pretty much is everything. Have you ever heard of E17? I went from proper fame to living up. Oh! Is this the guy who was in that band and had the career of being the rapper or something? And is that right? I've heard the band, but I've never heard of any music. So I really this might have been like 90s type territory for me. No, I have no. I've heard the name, but I've never heard any songs from them. So and I don't, and I'm not going to be I'm not going to be thingy, but yeah. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'll just say, from my point of view, if you're the first time watching Queensville, I love Queen music. I love rock music. Listen to a band called The Treatment, and listen to Let It Begin. Listen to that, because they are awesome. Yeah, that's music that I love. I love rock music. I love AOR music. I love AOR, 80s, and my personal favourite, metal. But yeah, but not a bad name for a band. E17. Very interesting. It's very unusual how people can actually get a name for a band. I mean, Jodie's like a solo artist, and she's only got her own name really. She's got a logo now, so she's got her thing. So that was cool. But she didn't have to pay anything for the album, because I paid for it, and it didn't cost anything to do with it, because it's free of charge. So, because I always kept saying, why do you want to go to a studio and spend a shitload of money to hire a producer and just do it? Just do it for free. You don't have to go for all that tax business and all that shit going on. Yeah. If you want to go and see the Jodie Dead Inside preview, go to my previous video. But go to ST Entertainment, like the page, and look at some of the streams that I've done this week on her album. Sounds amazing. Listen to it. And The Treatment, Let It Begin. Listen to the guy's voice. Well, he wasn't a band, but now he's left now, but there's another guy taking over. But Treatment, good band. Change your life. And listen to a girl called Angelica, and a song called Angelica. She's got a song called I Am Strong. Listen to that. And listen to Issa, Run With The Pack. Listen to her. Honestly, AOR music will change your life. Honestly, it will. Get rid of all this horrible crap stuff in the charts. AOR music is what you need. It's brilliant. Best thing ever got me into is that. Okay, how long have I been streaming for? 54 minutes. Is that it? I'm going to go on for 2 hours tonight. If you guys want to talk about music or anything, let me know. So yeah. Videos this week on YouTube. This week's the Barry's was pretty good. Actually, I think this one was more funnier this week. It was Barry Lewis and the fans. The fans really do well with it, isn't it? The older I get, the more I wish I had signed to a major label. I wish they kept the publishing. Who are you signed to? You signed to one of the big record labels in London somewhere? Let me know who you were signed to. Unless I go on Discogs, and I basically just checking on Discogs, which actually I might do now, actually. E17. This is off Discogs, by the way, that I'm looking at. Anthony Mortimer formed this group in 1991. E17 was named from the first postcode, and the first album was named after the hometown of Walthamstow, Greater London. Nice. The band renamed themselves as E17 for their album Resurrection in 1998 and releases in 1997 and 1998 connected with this phase. For their return in 2011, they were styled again as East 17. So you went from the original name that you had as a postcode, E17. Then they renamed themselves E17. I don't understand why they were called E17. That kind of makes it really a bit nonchalant, really, for a while. What's that? It's a shit show, mate. They give you the fame, not the money. What? Oh, you were signed to London Records. That was a big label at the time. What was his name? What was his name? What was his name? Who started it? Oh, what's his name? Who's the guy who started up the London Records? I know his name. Oh, I can't remember his name now. He's some dude anyway. So that's kind of a bit thingy, don't it? That's a bit Don't get me started on Tony, the greedy bastard. Ooh. Well, did he write all the songs? And he got all the publishing rights, and you guys didn't get anything at all? Well, that's wrong for a start. Okay. Well, that's a bit bizarre. Mind you saying that, you had a pretty good success with some songs. I mean, Gold came out, House of Love. These I've never ever heard of. So, yeah. West End Girls. What do you call West End Girls, did you? Oh, my God. At once. So why did it happen? At one of the famous strategy meetings at a local McDonald's, what? Well, Fanny Watkins, E17's man, Fanny Watkins was the manager. Signed rendition of WEG, West End Girls. The boys were unimpressed, but Fatty had an idea, a cover version of the old Pet Shop Boys track. Okay, they were convinced it would make such sense as East End Boys with West End Girls. Why is it not an original song? Saving it for the album. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, so they really decided to do that. So produced by Phil Harding and Ian. Oh my God, you guys were involved with Phil Harding and Ian Curtin from PWL. Oh my God, that is really interesting. Wow. Now, there's two guys that really know the music very well, actually. Those two guys were the pioneers of PWL. They were really good. That's an interesting thing. Them two guys were really good, actually. We barely had control over that. Oh, I see. So it wasn't it wasn't the band's idea. It basically was the manager's idea. Okay. So your styles, your band styles were kind of going into the new pop age with it. Totally understand. I don't think it would be music that I would like, but it would work. I think what London was doing. This is what I think, and I totally understand why this guy's on here. Respect to you, mate. London Records, right, were a bloody good, bloody amazing label. I mean, you're right. You got a deal for about what, 5 million or something, but London paid more for that. Actually, it was part of Warner Brothers anyway. Then apparently you lost out on London. London dropped you, and then you went to another label. So you stayed with the label for over 5-7 years, and then after that, apparently you went on another label called FOD Records, which I don't know if that is actually your own label that you own. Probably is. Okay. The music is complete rubbish, mate. There's no way I can stand it by now. I think I know what you mean, mate. I don't think as I say, I really don't listen to this sort of music. Is not my territory, I'm afraid. Metal, rock, AWR music and rock music is what I love listening to. Listen to Wet. Here's the thing for you. Here's the thing. I can't play it on you, I'm afraid. Check out a band called Wet. Check out the song, Watch the Fire. Listen to it. The video's been released. Amazing. Listen to the clips. And I'll tell you what, listen to that stuff, you'll be very impressed with it. So, yeah. So you guys had a good career, but apparently you get dropped. Oh my God. Your last song, apparently the last single that came up was Friday Night, which was the final one that was the disaster. It was only actually on MP3. So I don't understand. I mean, I totally understand what you guys are going through, but I kind of understand it's kind of, is it worth it? No. Unless the label said, unless the labels kept telling you to basically just do that and just go, oh, come on, guys, we'll do another album, but let's do a crap album. Let's get something that we don't really want to release. It's kind of, let's just get out of this and go away, please. So, yeah, that kind of really is a bit of a thing, isn't it? But there you go. Anyway, but anyway, if you had a good life and you had a good career, fair play to you, mate. So, just see how it's feeling. But yeah, your manager you also signed to Telstar Records as well. Oh, well, Telstar didn't go very well. Telstar was not reliable. Telstar was terrible. I bet you guys didn't get a lot of money paid from Telstar either, because at that peak, 1998, they literally just said, "You shit." You shit. It's like, you got better. So Telstar kind of dropped you as well. Ooh. Oh, the pain. No, this kind of wouldn't work for me. You seem a good lad. Oh, yeah, I'm a good lad, mate. Yeah. I know music, you see. I know music and stuff. But if you're interested, mate, listen to, there's a couple of bands I do recommend actually you should listen to. Listen to the Wet album. Listen to the new Wet album. The Wet album is so good. It's so good. Listen to I get off that now. Listen to listen to the new Geordie album when it comes out. Please buy the new Geordie album. It's going to be good. Yeah. Telstar gave us enough to eat. That's all. What? So you guys are basically getting ripped off by the label. So London Records gives you a better deal, but then Telstar decides to give you just a shitty deal about that much money. We'll give you this much money in the royalties advances. Shit, isn't it? The advance they gave us is totally pathetic. Oh my God. That is completely pathetic. How can they just give you no advances for it? But you had to sell so many records and so many singles that it had to be released in the charts to be successfully commercialized, but exploited in videos, marketing, promotion, which costs a lot of money anyway. So remember, you'll only get like the writer who writes all the songs. He'll get all the royalties. He'll get all the royalty checks. But then it pisses you off that you don't get any royalty checks, no money, nothing else, and now you're out of pocket. Why don't you go onto one of those shows on Channel 5 or BBC 4? See if BBC 4 would do a show about boy bands. Then see would do that and go on there and tell them that we'll tell you the story about how our band started up and everything else, and then just say, but now it's all gone to worms. And someone will, and probably get commentary by Irish guy, what's his name, Graham Norton, to actually do it over there. That's something that you really want to go. You really want to get yourself in. Call up BBC 4 and ask them if they do a show on bands that were never successful or something like that. Anyway, the media isn't my friend. They hate me. Oh dear. Oh, that is so bad. So yeah, there will be the tabloids, and the Sun says all this bullshit. The tabloids all bullshit anyway. You read the Metro? You read the Metro recently? It's crap, isn't it? Absolutely full of toilet paper, just toilet publications. So, but none of the everything in the papers is absolute rubbish. It's completely nonsense. They try but they're exploiting somebody like yourself, and you other guys, you're the mates that you had. But they're very private. They're going to go, oh no, we don't want to exploit it that way. But then the paparazzi comes out. But all they do is they want to get a story. They want to find something. They want to go, yeah, this is it. This is what we're going to find. This is what we're going to do. Here's something I'll show you actually. Now listen, last week on Queensville, if you had tuned in last week, I've got something to show you. Have you ever heard? I'm not sorry. Have you ever heard of this album here? Now listen, this guy is one of my favorite singers of all time. Listen to this album. Beautiful Mess is called. Jeff Scott Soto. What a voice. And I tell you what, listen to a song on here called Cry Me. Actually, listen to the whole album because the whole album is great. Actually, if you want a copy of this album, let me know and I'll send it by WeTransfer. This album is fabulous. Listen to this. And I tell you what, right? You listen to that, listen to more of his stuff. Listen to this one. This one, right? Lost in Translation, JSS, Lost in Translation. Listen to Believe in Me. Listen to that. This album is good. These other albums I recommend. It's this one. Prism. Right. Listen to a song called Don't Come Easy. Heaven Knows. Don't Want to Say Goodbye. And the writing on this album is phenomenal. Yeah. This guy is brilliant. So check that album out as well. This is a special edition one. You might have to get these albums online, but I do recommend to check them out on YouTube. Listen to Don't Come Easy, Heaven Knows, and Don't Want to Say Goodbye. I tell you what, this guy is so good. He's such a fantastic singer. And then if you want more, there's a code for it. This one, he's from Talisman. He is from Talisman. Oh, how did you know that? That's the band he was in. Yeah, the rock band. We got a Jessica Soul fan in the house. This one is Essential Ballads. This is a compilation. This is one of the best ballads albums he's ever released. If you like the sort of ballads and rock ballads, this is the one you want to go for. Best track on here, Last Mistake, is so good. I'll play you a bit of it actually, because Jeff wouldn't mind. It's cool. You fans, Brian, treat. Yeah. Well, he was signed London Records, but he got dropped. But here is a song from this album. Seriously, you listen to this guy. This guy is really good. I don't know if it'll come out on this camera. This is Last Mistake. Falling from the last mistake. Just listen to this. Oh my ear, the camera's on. Told me before, but I never gonna know. The kind of love can put you through. It's so alive. It's been cast out into the cold, and I don't understand. The lover I once knew, try to keep the pain, try to keep the pain, the love alive. But all you seem to know, it's hard to say goodbye. So if you want some of that stuff on, mate, get Jessica Sutler's albums. Listen to this guy, seriously. That's all these albums I've got, actually. But I've got one of all on download anyway now, on digital. But I really have to say, this is the guy who you really want to listen to. This is Beautiful Mess is one of the best albums he ever released. You want to seriously listen to Beautiful Mess first. That album is just such a brilliant album he ever did. I wish he'd do another one like that actually, because it's so cool. His other one he brought out as well was this one. This was the best one. Damage Control. He rocks stuff in that. That is so good. It's just really, really good indeed. So this is monumental. Ooh, good album, that. So yeah. So just got sort of listen to him. Listen to the Queen stuff he does. So cool. But let's actually have somebody on here who was in a band, which was interesting. Yeah, that's interesting indeed. Interesting. So cool. Anyway, so anything else I can talk about? Oh, I tell you what I have been doing, writing lyrics again. I wrote some lyrics last week. For Typical Me, and the song we're writing in it, which is called If You Mean It, You Make It On Your Own, which is a song that I had lying around for a while and never got to write it. Now I am actually writing it now, which is really good. So writing sessions on tomorrow, which is going to be very good indeed. There's no live streaming this weekend of any of the studio stuff for now, not until Monday. And then I'm not streaming for a couple of days after that as well. But this other one that I've written called If You Mean It, You Will Make It On Your Own. It's very, very, very good indeed. Actually, I'll read the lyrics to you because the lyrics are pretty good. And this was actually based on somebody who was going through drugs, alcohol, but within a month he cleaned up his life. His girlfriend broke up, fighting and stuff. So this is what I wrote you the last night. If you mean it, you will make it on your own. Finding it hard to be so alone. You'll fight the fire within you that burns. Then you make a turn and find that you never learn. You want to beat and commit suicide. You had the drink and the buggy cannot hide. Drugs don't work because it kills you inside. You got to find the road, and that's what's in your own mind. And that was actually based on someone's life. That's based on someone's life. The track goes like this. It goes, if you mean it, you can make it on your own. Finding it hard to be so alone. You'll fight the fire within you that burns. Then you make a turn and find that you never learn. You wanna beat, commit suicide. You had the drink and the bug that you cannot hide. Drugs don't work cause it kills you inside. You gotta find the road, and that's what's in your mind. So that's that song, which is cool. Michael's saying summer's still hot nowadays. Brian, are you working on a comeback? E17 comeback? Well, I don't know any of the songs. I don't want. I see. The thing is, like I said before, I don't want to listen. I don't listen to that stuff. I mean, all right, he had a good career. He had to find the right manager for us. Yeah. Try what's his name at Sony Entertainment. Go for Cowell. Yeah, he's an arsehole anyway. He's fake as fuck. He is. Simon Cowell. The thing about Simon Cowell, Simon Cowell's an absolute dickhead. He's a dick. He just thinks he has all this money. He wants to splash out, and then the artists don't get anything for it. I mean, there's that guy now, scruffy idiot. Don't know his name. He's just brought a song out. Ginger Scruff Bag. No one likes him. Everybody hates him. Even that girl in the press in the press when it was in the Metro, and she's hugging him. Oh, you're the best. I love you. Why? That's kind of really like saying, it really is such a thing for us. I love you so much as well. It's like love. He's only a singer. He's not into anything else. Singers are good. Joni Davis. Hello, Joni Davis. Hello. Where am I? What's this channel about? This is Queensville. This is a Queensville channel. This is me. My name's Tez. Welcome to the channel. This channel is basically about talking about Queen, talking about music, talking about the band, anything about Queen you want to know. This room is the Queen room in Sunderland. Talk about Freddie Mercury. We talk about news of the day, general chat. Anything you want to talk about? I do not mind. It's nice to general chat really. But if you want to just join the general chat, just come on and have a chat with me if you want. You know, if you just visited the first time, go and have a look at some of the videos I did many years ago, and some videos I'm planning to do after all the studio stuff's finished and all the music's recorded for these things. We're going to hopefully go back to Angry Penguin videos, some comedy. We will be doing it. I'm an 80s hard rock guy. Yes, another one who's actually a good fan of rock music. I just told Brian, if he's still here, listen to Jeff Scott Soto. Listen to the newer album. Listen to that track, that Watch the Fire Burn. It is such a fantastic song. And it's been played to this constantly. I love the chorus part of it. It's so good. Actually, would you like to hear that song? I'm going to play it for you now. But welcome. When we also talk about metal bands, anything else, anything at all. I'm right. Was about to get the Dokken Live. Dokken Live, mixed feelings about that. It's not. Everybody thinks it's the greatest hits tour. It's not. It's comprised of new material and old material. Because people think it's the greatest hits album. It's the greatest hits tour. It's not greatest hits tour. It's a bloody. It's just celebratory thing. And I hate when bands do that. I hate when they do celebratory ones. It just says, "Oh, don't please. I want to hear something new. A new song would be good." That's just mad. I tell you who you should listen to is Texie Hippie Cultivation. No, sorry. Kiki Valentina brought a new song out called Crazy. And I'm getting the album soon anyway. But it's really, really good. Here's that song, Watch the Fire. I'll play it on my phone because you guys can hear it. Right, so for that. This song, Watch the Fire, Wet Album, brilliant. I've got one Wet Album, and yeah, he sings for TSO, he rocks. You know about him. I haven't heard the new one though. Well, that was actually one of the songs on there from the new Wet album called Earth Rage. Second album's good as well. Rise Up's really good. The third album though is amazing. If you like your rock stuff as well, Joni, look out for Jodie's new album, Dead Inside, which I'm producing at this moment. Her album's released 11th of May. And please like it. And by the way, there is going to be a video of clips of the album on YouTube. It'll only be samples of the tracks you're going to get anyway. And we're trying to get an EPK sorted out and a behind-the-scenes thing of someone's going to come in here and film it on my phone and just go, we'll film it on the day and everything else. So, yeah. But if you want something really good, Joni, go to ST Entertainment on ST Entertainment Limited on Facebook and watch the live streams of what I've just done this week. Because I've had a great week this week. Well, yeah, Wet's really good albums indeed. Aaron Martinson is a king of kings. He's actually writing another Eclipse album at this very minute in his studio. And the writer who's been writing with Connor is one of the most brilliant writers in Sweden. He is phenomenal, and they've just finished another Eclipse album, which I'm looking forward to actually. Eclipse is one of the bands you want to really listen to. First album is a bit pants really because Eric was trying to go to a different commercial thing of it, but he wanted to do. The second album was better because it was more rocky and hard, and it's just Road to Nowhere is really good actually. That's another song. Every time I keep hearing Road to Nowhere, it reminds you going on the A9, going in a car on the night and driving at night, just to really go down the road and just think of so many things that happens in your mind. And I love that song. And I wish he would re-record that song because it's so good. Eric Martinson, if you're out there, mate, re-record Road to Nowhere, please. Song's amazing. But that's a band who I really got into as well was Eclipse because I just love Eclipse so much. I think their music's really good. The first album was just a bit pants really. I mean, I didn't mind the few songs now, like The Way I Feel. I like The Way I Feel because it's so but it sounds very introduction TV show type music on it. But it's a bit, it's what it is. What it is what it is. And Eric Martinson is a genius. To this day, Eclipse has gone so well. So I'm very glad that they did change the styles from the last two albums and went into the hard rock stuff, and I'm glad they got inspiration from Jessica Soto to tell them, you guys should really do rocky stuff, and AOR music's what you really listen to. Again, at the moment, TSO is just having a bit of issues trying to find out if TSO's ever going to continue, because John Olivier might take over from because Paul obviously passed away. Paul O'Neill passed away, and John Olivier might do it. I hope so, because he's a hell of a guitarist. So you never know. You never know. Yeah. It's a shame he passed away. Yeah, Paul was an amazing, a fantastic guy. Last ever thing he did was that he did that Night Castles, which is phenomenal. Night Castles is amazing. That's a great album to listen to. Listen to that one, and the last one he produced was I think he was actually the next Jim Steinman. He was amazing, but Tears of Orchestra. But second album was really, really good indeed. So I do recommend the second. I do recommend Night Castle's actually the best phenomenal album ever made. Such good riffs on it, good Queen music. Sounds really, really good. But when I write stuff, or I've written this whole album, co-written it with Jodie as well. We the music we've done in it is very rocky, gothy. It's kind of a mix between rock and goth 80s type Cyndi Lauper. There's a song on there called Sudden Change of Heart, which I'm very proud of, which I'm doing a duet on that one with Jodie itself. Sounds very Cyndi Lauper in it. And these are like influences I started to get her into, and she loves it. Prairie Dance is one of the best ones she's ever going to write. And that's going to take a monumental task to write it, but it's sounding fabulous. I hope they continue. They're supposed to have like 3 albums in the works. Yeah, they're supposed to continue it from the Beethoven's Last Night. That was the last one that was out. Beethoven's Last Night was great. The Moon version of All About the Blame was great. Because they originally wanted to put on they originally wanted to try and get Bonnie Tyler to do it, but because there was all this crazy stuff happening with her, she wasn't available to do it until they got last minute. They got Lizzie Hale to do it, and she did a good job actually. Confess. Put out a good version of What's Love Got to Do with It? Who with? Well, me producing it, or you producing it? Oh right, okay. Oh, the band Confess. Band Confess put a good version of What's Love Got to Do with It. Okay. Yeah. The thing about covers is if you're doing a cover of a song that you want to do, you've got to go through some legal battles with it. But Jodie asked to do Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, and I've sent her the mixes this weekend. And I said to her, she said, because I don't think she actually heard it for the first time, but she's going to hear it anyway. But I really love the version that we've done. It's more darkery, more gothic, more darkery for us. It's really cool. I even listened to Amy's Arms and Skyfall. I thought that band was brilliant. Fortunately, there's no videos on YouTube with it, but it's a shame it is a demo. I've got that one. In fact, most of this album that I've just done for Jodie, most of this album is basically a mixture of rock, goth, 80s, just mixture of it, or AOR music. This is basically rock AOR music. And this is something else that I don't like. Going back to what Brian Harvey was saying about getting dropped from labels and stuff. Right. Okay. Here's a massive thing I will tell you, because I've never spoke about this ever. When you're right, because I was just saying about this ginger guy who had a song out, and I wasn't impressed with it. To be honest, I didn't like it. I don't even like the guy. He's scruffy. This guy's what's his name? Somebody. Can't remember his name. Anyway, but this is ginger guy who's got glasses on. Thinks he's a nerd, and he thinks he's got the best voice in the world, right? And I was working at the tavern a few times ago, and I kept hearing this song over and over again, and I just can't understand why does he want to write about? Why does he want to put Irish in a song? Then he wants to put in guitar. And then he wants to like mumble words. That doesn't make any sense at all. It's like an Irish jig thingy type thing. Well, I wasn't impressed. He's just he's not even singing. He's kind of talking on it. He's kind of trying to be, he's going too fast on the words, and he's mumbling too much, and you can't understand him. And I thought, this guy's a prick. And he is a prick. And I was just saying about it in the paper when he was awarded that thing, when it was in the paper saying he got an award for top writer or something, and this girl came up to her, and she got so excited and ran up to her. She was doing like all this cuddling and all that stuff, and I went, "What are you doing that for?" He's like, But I just want to give them some love and affection. It's like love. The music business is fucked up badly. So this is the thing that I've got to tell you, right? The UK music scene sucks bad. Straight up. Why can't people release? Why is it, right? One label in Italy is doing so phenomenally well. Nothing gets released in the UK now. Not one single rock song has never been ever released in the UK charts. Because what they want to do is, right, the record company, Sony Music and Universal are actually Sony Music's actually now the main, second label. But Sony Music is a terrible label to be on. Because they want to sign people, but I don't understand how it works now, because apparently if they want to send in an MP3 of their work, then there's the A&R artist listens to it 3 times, and then they go down to the clubs, find out who the guy is, they approach him, they give him a thing, bullshit agreement thing, You're contracted for 3 albums, 4 albums, and after that, if you don't make a success of the business, you're going to get dropped. And after that, that's the end of it for you, right? I mean, there was a thing in the press that came out last year. If you read it in the press last year, that Universal Music was dropping people by 450 million. They were losing 450 million people. 450 million was lost in the last year because Universal couldn't keep artists signed on. They couldn't keep them because they weren't making enough money. They weren't producing a lot of material. They weren't writing the original stuff. Now what really pisses me off, that does. Why can't you write your own original stuff and get it out there? I've written now a whole album's worth of material for 2 albums I've done anyway, and I just think that the writing I've done is just phenomenal. Why is it, right, the UK music scene cannot be bothered to get rock artists like Frontiers Records? Why can't they not be bothered to release something from Frontiers Records in the charts today? All right, I understand why they've got 2 categories for things. You've got your rock chart, then you've got your shitty chart, which is all the crap stuff, which I fucking hate, and I hate it to this day. I don't listen to it. But you tell me, if you're an artist who gets signed to a label, why is it that they tell you this is not your thing, this is not the artist, it's the record company that I blame for what they do to you? They say you've got to produce a hit song, but you must make sure it's in this genre you've got to be in. They set rules. They set all these rules, and they say you will be in the genre. You've got to release something that has to be heard to the public, which they want to hear, right? So I hate the fact that this is why when I did this label, this ST Entertainment label, I didn't want that crap. I didn't want to go through all the business of signing anybody. I didn't want to do that. I don't want to go through all the lawyers shit. So you get off that idea and just say, yeah, just take this. Just pay the singer their royalties for what they've written. That's it. Check in today. That's it. Second album. Same again. This is what I've had to go through for the past week and a half. But that's why I really hate when people give you a contract. I hate it. I think that people these days, like what Brian was saying before, that the guy in that band who wasn't ever heard of, he got all the royalties for his writing that he got, and the rest of the band didn't get paid. And that's why managers. No, it's not managers. Record companies want to try and get a product out there and say, they'll say, you sell this product to us, we'll do this, and we'll do it that way, and stuff. That's why I hate the fucking UK music scene. So the UK music scene can fuck off. Right, more questions coming up. Frontiers is like over half of my albums at your Frontiers records is brilliant. There's still a band in the UK called Thunder. They are more popular over here. Yeah, they are. Thunder I didn't like. After hearing the new album last year, pretty good. Any recommendations on the newer Thunder albums? The last album they brought out was pretty good. The song they brought out, that No One Gets because No One Gets Out Alive or something it's called. That was a hell of a song. That was good. I wasn't really into Thunder a lot, but you know, I didn't. I thought they were just like ripping off Led Zeppelin songs, but that's me. They're okay. I wouldn't say I was a fan of them. Danny Bowles is a good singer. I'm a little bit lost in the maybe for what it is. I'll tell you in fact, Joni, if you're still here, I'll tell you who else you should listen to. This is interesting. Listen to a band called Dirty Thrills and Lawman. Sounds like Led Zeppelin. Good band, actually. Raven Eye by an album called Nova. A song called Come With Me. Not by Dirty Thrills, yeah, that's the one. Raven Eye is another one, right? Lawman's the song. The video is brilliant. The Kick and Valentina and Crazy. Please listen to that song. I went so much turmoil on. I'm not going to talk about what happened on Wednesday, but I'll just say from my point of view, I was really I broke down. But I'm over it now anyway. But Dirty Thrills is good. But listen to Kicking Valentina and Crazy. Never heard a great song this year, guys. It really actually touched somebody anyway about that song, and I talked about it. It's cool. Yeah, most more rock albums are by Frontiers as well. Only the American Tear CD is by Escape Records, also named by Jenny. Yeah, they're pretty. Frontiers is just really amazing. Like what I said before, we're going to send a copy of the album that we've just done. We're going to send that to Frontiers, and we're going to see what happens. I'm not saying we will get a deal or anything, but if I do, then that was going to make me an amazing guy, and I can get everything produced here. But we would like to send that to Serafino at Frontiers. We'd love to. I actually do know that Frontiers has now opened up a London UK label. Frontiers Records is now open in the UK now. But unfortunately, they won't tell me where it is. I'll go after Mrs. Serafino about it. Because if I send it to the UK, it's even easier. If I send it overseas, it's all right. But I'd love to send that. We'd like to send that to Serafino with a letter in it, so you can tell about the background story and anything else. So we'd like to do that for you, Serafino. If you're watching, please. I'd love to send you the album because we'd love to get your feedback, please. And then I'll leave my contact details for you to get in touch, which is cool. But everything Frontiers has released has just been a phenomenal thing. They have done so much work, and it's cool as well. Queer Boys are good and are from the UK. Yeah, that's the one with Jeff Tate. And Jeff Tate was the original singer in Queer Boys before he became to do Operation Mindcrime, which has been a phenomenal thing. Jeff Tate's a good singer, actually. Jeff Tate's a very good singer. Recommended. Good guys. Yes, they are from the UK. Well, originally were from the UK, but Jeff Tate is from the USA. Goes back and see. Even with Black Sabbath as well. Black Sabbath's now ended now. They're finished now, but they've got no albums. They've finished everything. They're all retired now. They're getting a bit old now anyway. Yeah, Black Sabbath's good. Black Sabbath's really good. Chris has been messaged to me. Danny says, "Where's Queensville?" I said, "Queensville." He says, "To me, Queensville." I think he probably means the page Queensville or either the YouTube page. It's still here. hasn't gone anywhere. It's not still on YouTube. It's still live. Still live ones. We always do these ones as well. So it's pretty good. But yeah, they are actually some of the stuff that Frontiers has brought out is phenomenal. New album by Dark. Oh, what's his name? No. Oh, what was that? New album by Find Me's coming out this year. His new album's released next week. Oh, I can't wait to get that. Oh, I can't wait to hear that album. And then oh, excuse me. And then Motion Devices' new album comes out this year as well, and I will be backing it on the Kickstarter project again, because I thought their last album, Wide Awake, was really good. Going right back to Black Sabbath time. In fact, the title track Wide Awake, I think, is amazing. What they've just done, that album is really, really incredible. So do recommend that, guys. Do. But I have been listening to a lot of AOR music recently. In fact, I was listening to Rain of Fury. Rain of Fury is just amazing band. Also listened to I'm just having a look at my phone, see what I've got. The new, I'll not play it, but I'll just give you a cover art. This album, Ammunition. You can see from there, Ammunition. This album, Eric Martinson's just produced this album. Fabulous. And also the new one from Judas Priest. This one. This album, Firepower. That album is just a phenomenal album to listen to. Tom Alom came back, and Tom Alom, fantastic job. What an album, really good. For some reason, this version of the album apparently doesn't. It's not fully mixed. Sounds like it's actually parts of it, but being unmixed in a way. But sounds good. And another one as well. Here's another one. This one, The Knights. They're on Frontiers as well. They just brought another single out, actually, which is very unusual. Probably what it's called now. The Knights, right. There's a song in here. Oh, actually, I'll play it. Oh, the song I brought out was actually I Will Never Stop Loving You. But this song, when I heard this, I went crazy for it. Listen to this. This is called Elegy. Listen to this. Get the guitar on this. Yeah, that's an album you need to get. The Knights, absolutely phenomenal. That when I heard first of that Elegy song, I went, "What the hell is this?" Like, the guitar is so brilliant. Oh my god, they go right back to rock. What? Yes. Oh, and that album, I never knew anything about these guys, but when I heard Juliet, the song, I went, "This sounds identically like the other guys." But fabulous album, fabulous. We should take my thing off this actually. Actually, I'm going to go for a bit of a juice. We'll have a bit of a juice, guys. I'm going to be going to some juice. Come back and we'll have a chat for a bit. I think I'll probably in for a couple of hours actually tonight. We'll have longest tonight, I think. Yeah, should have stayed on you last night, obviously. By the way, if you know what I'm drinking, by the way, I'm drinking this apple and orange squash. I just buy it from my local corner shop just around the corner here. I love this stuff so much. Losing weight a lot actually the last couple of days. Can you tell? Look, I'm losing weight. Losing a lot of weight actually. A lot of these walks I'm going on with doggy doos. Right, be back in a minute. Right. Okay, guys. I'm going to be here for another half an hour, and then after that, I'll be off. I'm going to shoot you I feel a lot cooler now actually in this room. I'm not as hot as I used to be anyway. Right, more chat now. Oh yeah, Whitesnake sounds like they've got a new album coming out. You know, talking about that actually. Yeah, David's been on about saying there is a new Whitesnake album in the process with Michael McIntyre coming back and producing it, and then after that, I think it's going to be a good tour this year. I don't know what they're going to. I don't know if it's going to be a new album of music or anything. Oh, I've got my drink. So yeah. By the way, something else. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you guys as well. Rock Show Live. If you, I've got some news to say about Rock Show Live. By the way, I think I did. I did keep it on actually. I had questions from people saying, "Is Rock Show Live coming back?" Well, it's at the minute no. Unfortunately, due to some problems with freaking streaming, nightmares sorting out. Unfortunately, the nightmares have kind of gone crazy on it. So yeah. So unfortunately, no, Rock Show Live is not coming back. Because the reason being is that the stream I can't stream on it because just some bloody problems wrong with it. So unfortunately, Rock Show Live is no longer going to happen this year. I'd like to bring it back, but unfortunately, there's new copyright laws now. Well, not copyright laws. Just some stupid thing happened with Vaughan TV. Vaughan TV's been a dick. Ustream has been fine, but Vaughan TV, I couldn't give a shit about Vaughan TV. Mark Vaughan can do what he wants on that channel and what he wants to do. Because what annoys me is because the thing is just very, very stupid. Have you heard of the new bonfire? If so, is it any good? Someone was telling me about this last week. Actually, someone told me about this Get the Bomb new bonfire album. I haven't heard it yet at all. I'll have to track it down, and I will have to listen to it. If you have any sample clips or anything up there, let me know. It'll be good. No, I don't have any. I don't have any of those anyway. It's just one of the things. So I don't know. If it's on Frontiers, I'll get it. If it's on Frontiers, I don't know about that. No. I did have another band who I really liked last year off Frontiers was if I get my playlist here, I'll tell you who it was actually. Let's go to 2017. That's best album of last year. Oh, well, apart from Wide Awake being a great success, it has to be. I'll get it here in a second if I find it. Best album of the year. You're probably going to say, is it a Frontiers release? Well, not really. No, best album of the year last year was Revolution Saints and Light in the Dark. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this album, but it is really, really good. Best songs on here, I would say Ride On, fantastic. The Storm Inside, love that song. Can't Wait Away from Love. Running on the Edge, Another Chance. I only need another chance. Da, da, da. In fact, that song inspired me to write most of this album I'm doing for Jodie at the moment. And really phenomenal album. Absolutely fantastic. Revolution Saints is fucking amazing, man. It's supposed to be the next Journey, but they're not Journey. Because I told somebody about it, saying, do you like Journey? No. I don't like it. I don't like Journey. Oh, we've got fireworks going off now for some reason. Oh, Devin, this is why Devin doesn't like about the bangs in here. Oh, you know what, lie down. Off you go. No, thanks, Devin. Come on. That's it. Whenever there's bangs happening off here, Devin goes in the next room. She lies down a lot. So no, I haven't heard of the new Bonfire album. I don't know any of the tracks. Can't be playing on here because I'm wrong. But I can play 40-second clips of it, but I can't play the whole lot. Any more questions, guys? Well, I just try and think of something else to talk about. Oh, here's something that I did watch this week. A really good documentary I watched on YouTube called Trouble in Poundland: The Rise and Fall of the Poundland Shops. Has anybody watched that on YouTube? What an amazing documentary that was. ITV did a good job at that show, that one, where they went to the main depot in the pound shop business, and they filmed it saying, "Hey, that'll sell for £1, that'll sell for £1," and it was amazing. They went to Tokyo, with Japan, to make all the stuff in Japan and get over here. And then this guy's trying to really negotiate very well with them and stuff. What a hell of a documentary that was. So brilliant. And then there's this new one I've seen as well called Pound Shop Wars. I've never seen it before. But I think it's all to do with the pound shops in the UK and everything that's on it. But that Trouble in Poundland one was really good. I mean, I know that was when the crisis happened with the local news and stuff and everything else. But it was phenomenal. Very good indeed from it. Tokyo Motor Fist was good. What? Oh man. Tokyo Motor Fist was a disaster. That Ted Poley guy, he's a dick. Hey, have you seen the video, Picking Up the Pieces, that they released? It's a good song, but the fact that they did it in a studio and they live it. That Ted Poley guy's a right idiot. It's a good song, but Ted Poley just goes. He just thinks he's such a classic clown. He's such a classic clown, and he thinks he's just so cool and and he's such a character. He's messed up. Pick of the Pieces was good, but I think Ted went a little bit stupid on. I think when they did the video, he's thinking, let's just be crazy. Let's just put the hands up there and go like this and just do this. Yeah. He's just. I'm looking at the video and going, stop it. No wonder his album failed. What was it? The album he brought out, Beyond the Fade. Beyond the Fade. And he's talking about it, going, hey, man, this just, I said, what, hey, say? That's the way he's acting. He goes, I want to say that. I say, I want to say, what? He goes, I said, oh, he's like, he's like, and he just does it all out. Like, he's such an idiot. He's a good singer, but his stage performance is terrible. Ted Poy's all right, but he's too flipping way out of control. He's way too much. He's like the Defiance. Oh, the Defiance album. I heard it, but I got rid of it. It wasn't for me. Nah, it was a bit country rocky type thing. What? Not an impressive album. It was kind of an album that I kind of went, oh, here we go with another band who's going to be shit. First few songs were all right, but after that, it just went fucking nowhere. I went, well, I was sat hearing it. I was listening to the 30s, and I went, oh, this is good. I got to pick the one. And then that way I got to track 4. I sat there and I went, right, so let's start off with this song and then start off with it. And I just sat here like this, and I just went, that was it. Just, it didn't work. So, yeah. Probably a mistake Frontiers released. Probably. Cover art put me off. The cover art put me off a lot. I couldn't understand what the cover art was about. Was it cowboys, Indians, or what was going on? So it sounded like it was Johnny Depp on the front cover was trying to think, hang on a minute. What? And I kind of think I lost it by that time anyway. Vega's a good band. Vega's good. Vega's got a new album coming out this year. Vega's last album was singing. Cover doesn't make any sense. That's what I mean. The cover art on it was like, the guns out on the front cover. And I think, what? What was the marketing for that? Was it Serafino's idea to actually plaster it with that? It's like, what the fuck? Crazy. The Brock made a great new EP called Real Thing, 80s movie sounding soundtrack. I've never heard of the Brock. Never heard of him. Never heard of him. I don't know who he is. I don't know who it is. I really don't want to know. No. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. Yeah. The new FM album. Here's the thing. Here's the thing actually about that band FM. I never knew they wrote. If you listen to the album Villains and Heroes, which is the last one they brought out, which was a phenomenal fucking album. It was really good. Check it out, Tez. You might like it. I will. So there you go. Anyway, whatever's here. Are you from the UK? I am from the UK. I live in the UK. I've always been living in the UK. I live in the northeast of England. I've been living in this area for about 20 years now. 20 years. 20 years since the studio was built. Oh, man. What about the new Accept album? That's the thing about Accept, right? Now, I really like Udo. Udo is brilliant. Brilliant singer. I wish he'd come back with them. But the new Accept ones, I'm thinking they're trying too hard. They're trying too hard for themselves. I think they're trying a little bit too much. They're trying a little bit too much to to do that. They're trying too hard. Bring Udo back. Bring him back in. I'm from Syria. Syria? My God, got someone from Syria tonight. My God. Welcome to Queensville. Welcome. Name's Tez. Anything you want to talk about? Please, feel free. Music? Music would be good. If you're a first timer, welcome to Queensville. After the stream, I'll tell you what you should do after the stream. If you want to look at more videos on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, go and have a look at the new album called Dead Inside. The new album I'm releasing on my own label in the 11th of May. And check it out. And everybody who's joined in the chat tonight, if you're wondering where can I purchase it from, Discogs is going to where you'll be able to purchase it from. I'm going to put the listing back on Discogs. I'm going to make it fresh and new, and I'll do that. Just so you know, I don't support our US troops here. Right? Well, I don't want to talk about whatever happens in here now. I don't want to talk about anything like that. Okay. So can we please not talk about anything army related, because I don't want to talk about that stuff. So let's just say, from my point of view, let's just have conversations with music, please. So I don't want to get into all politics and all that. I'm not into politics. Sometimes, yeah, doing the better topic. Yeah. Cheers, whatever for that. Anyway, yeah, please don't. We don't want to do that. I don't talk about that. I'm a guy who talks about Queen music and anything that you want to talk about, but not politics, please. No, because I don't want YouTube to sort of stand me off and say, "Oh, you talked about politics. You shouldn't have done that on your live stream." I was like, I know. So let's move away from that topic anyway. But but from the music thing, do you like the Beatles? I love the Beatles. I've got every single Beatles album on download. I have every single album. I have even got the BBC Volume 2. I have got the albums from the top for the last one. Let It Be. I've got every single album. I also have the anthology albums, and I also have got the soundtrack albums. Beatles are king. If that's where I get on my inspirations, so I get my inspiration from all the Beatles songs. Wonderful band. The only one I don't have, and I know they've re-released it, but they remixed the fucking sound, is the live at the Hollywood Bowl, which was the best concert they ever did. And unfortunately, the remix I heard is crap. Absolutely crap. Can you sing one line from a song? Yeah, can do. One line from a song. Trying to think, because there's that many bloody Beatles songs. Let's see. I'll try to think of one. Or if anybody in the chat room has got an idea for me to sing. Oh, I know which one I'll do. I'll do this one. You Got to Hide Your Love Away. Because that was written for Brian, and that was actually written for Brian, the manager. Wasn't it for him? So yeah. Here I stand, head in hand, turn my face to the wall. If she's gone, I can't go on, feeling 2 foot small. Everywhere people stare, each and every day, I can see them laugh at me, and I hear them say, hey, you got to hide your love away. I'm not going to do, hey, was your life away. Anyway, that's one of my favourite songs ever, was for Brian, the manager. It was Brian Eastman. Was it Brian Eastman? No, it was Brian Thingy. But they wrote that for him, actually. That was for his funeral. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? You Got to Hide Love Away is for Brian. And when they wrote that song, I really love it so much. It's a great song. Very good song, man. A Dylan Period song. It is actually a Dylan Period song. It is. It's a phenomenal song to listen to. Every Beatles albums that I've owned in the past and had on vinyl, I had on CD. I never had any CDs of Sgt. Pepper and all that stuff anyway. Well, the period that I loved, they went into that. The best album that I think was ever recorded was Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul is just phenomenal. Everybody keeps saying, "Yeah, Sgt. Pepper's the best one now," but according to the Beatles, Rubber Soul is their best album. It's just a phenomenal album, isn't it? It's so good. Nice to take my request. It was good. Thank you. Been listening to J.R. Blackmore. Do you like him? Is it Richie? Is this Richie Blackmore we're talking about, or is it actually just somebody else using the Blackmore name? I've heard of Richie Blackmore. Richie Blackmore. Oh, his son. No, never heard of it. Let me go on Discord and check that out. Oh, Blackmore. Jurgen Blackmore. That's his name, Jurgen Blackmore Group. Oh, Jurgen Blackmore Group. Okay. He bought an album out called Still Holding On 1990. But he recently bought an album out called Between Darkness and Light on Twilight Records. Cover art looks really good. Yeah. I'll give it a listen, actually. That's something I'll listen to. More inspirations, I'll get an idea from it. And then he did another one called EBC Rock, which is Ella Blackmore and Carey. What about car race for some reason? So that's an interesting thing. Yeah. All right. I'll take your word for it. I'll get it. I'll try it like Between Darkness and Light. Sounds very, very interesting. Cheers, Johnny. John L. Yeah. Very good. Voices Part 1 is my favourite. It has different vocals, but if you just like the music, go for Between Darkness and Light. Okay. I'll do that. Oh, this is. Oh, yes, I can see this one. Voices. It's a part 1. I see. Oh, it's called J.R. Blackmore and Friends. That's why. Oh, he's only released one album of it. Or it's part 2. What was it? You can't speed up the process. Yeah. I was released in the UK as well on J.R. Blackmore Records, so it's his own label. His dad must put money towards it as well, so he's saying, here's some money for you. Make a record label. Do it. Let's be creative. Let's be creative. And you never know. Blackmore might play one song anyway on it. Has anybody heard of Last Autumn's Dream? There's an album called Dreamcatcher. Well, guess who's on that? Yeah, Last Autumn's Dream. Guess who's on that album? Dreamcatcher is amazing. The very final album with our friend Marcel Jacob on it. And if you guys have heard that album, it is an amazing tribute to him. That album's actually that whole album is dedicated to Marcel Jacob before he lost his life, before he committed suicide. And I love the Hold On to My Heart song by Jamie Borger. It's amazing. That sounds really good. I actually thought it was a female singing on this album. It's not. It's a male. But a very good album indeed. And also, the other song I hear Marcel produced was Last to Know, which was really cool. And then a cover song of Hello, Hello, Hello on it, which was a bonus track in Japan. Which is that's on Marcel. They've got a new album coming out. on Frontiers, because he signed up Frontiers. It's the last album brought was called 14, and I don't have this one yet. A phenomenal band. I don't think the lead singer's in that anymore though. Apparently Dreamcatcher was released on Frontiers Records. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, it's the Skate Music, but part of the Avalon label, because Avalon's part of that anyway. Yeah. There's also people were telling me about the Poodles as well. Listen to the Poodles albums. Some people were saying, listen to them, they're all right. Okay. Well, I have to test it out first before we begin anyway. And then there's I'm just seeing down here, Night Ranger's pretty good. I like Night Ranger's 80s stuff's pretty good. That song I brought out that David Foster produced. What's a song called? The Secret of My Success. Original title is called Is It Love? But a really good song indeed. And one band who I really do, my favourite band, I'm loving so much at the minute. And unfortunately, if you heard the news about the lead singer from this band, he's in hospital at the moment, but we all hope he's going to get a recovery soon. Just made an album called Nordic Union, and it's obviously got to be Pretty Maids. What a band! What a band! And Pretty Maids is such a great thing. But the lead singer from Pretty Maids, he's not here for some reason. Ronnie Atkins is in hospital, but he is going to do a new album with Mr. Eric Martinson this year. Well, I hope so. And then it's going to be a brand new album by Pretty Maids this year as well, which is I love Pretty Maids so much. It's so good. New Night Ranger album was a good album, maybe a heavier album than normal. Yeah, got some good reviews actually. That album did. We're actually reading it in the magazine. There's a magazine that Frontiers Records has got a magazine. I've got a magazine that comes out every month, and it's called Melodic Rock Frontiers, and it's a phenomenal thing. Well, this is interviews with the bands, but it's just tell you about the albums, how it was made, and everything else. But very, very good indeed. Favorite album from Pretty Maids, I have to say, is probably Kingmaker. Yeah. Do you know about the magazine? Magazine's actually, I'll link it to you now. Actually, it is on. Frontiers has it. Frontiers magazine is called issue.com. And if you want to go and read some more stuff, there is the new one by Rick Springfield. There's a new one by Doc Element. Revolution Saints' interview is really interesting, actually. And also Inglorious and Mr. Big. So if you want to go and read that, read it. It's all a PDF format as well. You can actually zoom into it. And there's all the things that goes on the pages. And you can read, you can actually just, all you got to do is just click on certain one you want to read, and you read it. Read the interview with Revolution Saints. It talks about Dean and his thing he went through, his phase he went through. And the only thing I would say about Revolution Saints' album is I don't like the back photograph where Dean looks like they should have really changed the back cover for that. But then again, what can you do? So yeah. Gaming Head. Hello, John. Welcome to the show. Which topic? General chat. Music. Talk about music. Talk about anything you want. Not interested. Anything you want at all. So please. Yes. Yeah. So anything you want, mate. Music. We just talk about music and general chat. Discogs. Releases, album releases, music, what music you're into. Oh yes, by the way, if you're wondering when am I starting up that video for the video for Angry Penguin, it's getting filmed after this is done, after this project's finished, which is almost, we're still the schedule doing it. Then we're going to be getting the album's going to be out in 11th of May, And YouTube video starts on the 9th of May, which is going to be easy for me to do. That's even going to be good. And if you all have just joined us, my name's Tess, by the way. I run Queensville. I also run ST Entertainment. And I also have got a album coming out in 3 weeks' time. So, in more news than that is coming up my Facebook page on Monday. So hopefully we should be fine for that. It will be pretty much we should be on schedule for that anyway soon, which is good. That's cool. I'm going to have to leave soon, guys, because I'm now we're going to be here for another 15 minutes, and after that we're going to be off. Also, if you've got anything else, if you guys have any more questions for me, please let me know. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and keep yourself updated. Click the little bell underneath the videos when you watch them, because the next live stream I'm going to do probably be Friday. Friday night. So make sure you've got your diaries. Next Friday night will be the live stream, and then we're hopefully going to do. I'm going to try and do a video this weekend. Trying to do a video tomorrow possibly to do the behind the scenes of the video. So it'll click the bell. Just so you know, guys, if you have tuned for the first time, click the bell underneath the video of this video. Keep yourself updated to indications that when I'm live and want to know what videos was coming up on the Queensville. But have a look. Go and have a look at the videos. Look at some of the previous live streams I've done. I've been very, very good actually for the past couple of weeks. Been very good to chat to you guys actually, because I don't talk about like what's happening with Queen or anything, you know, just kind of like general chat. It's general chat tonight. So gaming ahead, anything else? If you guys are into games as well, yeah, I love to talk about games actually. But music's really what I like to talk about. But games is pretty good. Actually, it's really interesting. But yesterday, when I was with the young girls, when we were working with Sue, she introduced me to this game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, phenomenal, but very hard to understand it. So probably a little bit of time on that actually, which is kind of a bit. It's like, well, I can understand the game. I can't understand what you want. I don't know what you want about, but I know what you want about anyway. Great. So yeah. I'll tell you what else. I'll tell you when we talk about music. Pretty Maids were scheduled to do a DVD this year of their tour, the Kingmaker tour, and they had to stop production until Ronnie Atkins was well enough to come back. Hopefully, when he's sorted out, he'll be coming back, and he'll be really, really good. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, Ronnie Atkins, always his real name is Paul Christensen. But Ronnie Atkins is a phenomenal singer. Really amazing guy. Can't say anything bad about Ronnie Atkins. He's just a fantastic guy who you really want to be with. I didn't get the last Pretty Made CD. The few before were pretty good. The Kingmaker album they brought out last year, fabulous album that is. Honestly, you really want to get the Kingmaker. I'm actually looking at the Kingmaker album now on Discogs. You really want to get that Kingmaker album. It is very good. It's actually the song I love on that album, Face the World, is good. When God Took a Day Off is good. But get the new Nordic Union album that they did. That was phenomenal, and he did it really. He did it very similar to A. Martinson, Geniuses. He is really good. So get the Kingmaker album, get Nordic Union as well, because Nordic Union is brilliant. Unfortunately, there's no bonus Japanese track because they did an acoustic version of When Death Is Calling. Acoustic version. I couldn't be bothered listening to it. There's nothing really saying about it. Really, it's just as it is. But yeah, that Nordic Union album is phenomenal. Very good indeed. Especially when you get songs like True Love Awaits You is one of the most amazing ballads I've ever heard in my life. And Point of No Return, 21 Guns. Every song actually is fantastic. So Hank Martinson's a bloody genius. There's a new Eclipse album this year. Queen will probably have another album coming out as well. I'm not saying studio work or anything, probably just a classic one anyway. And do that. What's your favourite Queen gig? I personally haven't been at any Queen gigs. I've never been to them. I've only been to tribute bands. Best tribute band I ever saw, and unfortunately he's just no good now. Best tribute band I saw on DVD, on video. Let me have a look. I'm going to say that's a hard question, actually. I'm going to say the Friday night concert of the Wembley version. The Friday night concert is brilliant. I don't like the Saturday night concert is fantastic. The Friday night concert is phenomenal because it's unmixed and the sound is raw and it's good. So the Friday night version of the Queen concert live at Wembley is the favourite one I love. In fact, I've got that now. That's Friday night concert I've got on download now. I've actually got it on audio. And it sounds brilliant. I wish I had released that on a double set of it as well. Rainbow is great in my opinion. The Rainbow one they just brought out 3-4 years ago. That's still the best one. I love it. Fantastic. And all uncut as well. But I didn't like that the Odeon one, which I discussed in a previous video. If you want to go see the Odeon one, go and have a look at my previous video for that. But it's thingy done. The Rainbow concert, the quality is superb. It is. It took the time of 25 reels of film, and the quality is just wow. It's just very, very good. So the Rainbow, very impressed with the Rainbow one actually, very good. But I'm not impressed with any of the other releases that brought out. I mean, the Odeon one that they released. The Odeon one was a disaster. That was terrible. Cut to shit that was. And then they brought out another one, which was, what was the other one they brought out? Then they brought out another one, which was Budapest. Budapest was terrible. What a rip-off. Montreal could get a 4K release. Crazy, isn't it? I've actually got the American version of it. I've got the uncut American version. If you guys don't know about the DVD version of that Montreal, I have a video of that actually on my YouTube channel. Go and look at that video after this one and look at the variations of the endings. The endings are different. The American one's got it all uncut, but the European print, get your own thoughts about it. But look, go and look at that video. Find it. It's called Queen Variations of Rock Montreal, or We'll Rock You, or what it's called anyway. I'll link it to you guys now. Actually, I'll find it on myself. We will rock you. I had a lot of people asking about it actually. They said, I can't believe it's different. Let me see. It's not on here. It is on my channel somewhere. I'll have to go through it all over again. Let me have a look. Channel. My channel. Just have a quick look, guys, at the video. It is still on my channel. got to find it personal. Videos. So wait. It is. Let's see. Just trying to find it at the minute. Because I've also done a review of Night the Hammersmith. So we'll look at that one as well. So Night the Hammersmith is there. So you guys will have a look at that after the stream's over. So watch that one. And then I'll show you guys the other one I did, which was... The video should still be here because I still got it. Hold on a minute, guys. I was just trying to find the video. Unless it's been removed. The video's not there anymore. YouTube must have took it down. Yes. YouTube's took it down. Oh, great. I'm just trying to figure out where that video is. Now the video's gone now, I'm afraid. Oh, that's a bugger. Oh man. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that video's gone. Okay. Actually, there is a couple of videos in here that have been removed because of copyright violations by YouTube. So I might have accidentally. I mean, it's not me. I think YouTube's just took it down. I think because it was being a dick. I can't find it anywhere. Oh wait, I've got good points and bad points one. That's the one. That's when you guys are going to watch after the stream. I have another one. I've already feeling it's gone somewhere. Yeah, I think it's gone. I've often feeling that YouTube took it down. But it was variations of what it was from the two scenes that you saw. Oh, actually, sorry, T, I've got it. This is it. This is the. So you guys got to have an opinion on that. Actually, if you go and watch that now, right? Watch that last one I just sent you last thing, and then let me know, right? If I'm still here, let me know, and see what you think about it. I'm telling you, variations different. Queensville Rocky, watch it. Go watch it now. Let's give it a bit forward and watch the endings. You'll notice straight away. Let's give it about 2:25, and you'll see the endings on it. All right. Gaming Head says, I wonder why they don't release Hyde Park. Oh yeah. Well, actually, I've discussed this with Mark on a previous live stream, and he says apparently that Hyde Park will be released in 2021. I don't know what's happening with Hyde Park yet. I'm not sure. It depends if they get the audio out. They won't release on video because the footage is so terrible that they won't be able to put it in HD. So, fortunately, I don't even know who owns the rights to it. To be honest, I have the old version of Montreal too. If you mean that, yeah, the old version of Montreal is shit. The original Montreal VHS is brilliant, but the old one's crap. But the variations were rocky. Sometimes the endings are different. Apparently, the UK guy said, "We have to snip that bit out." Terrible, absolute terrible. No, sorry, 3 years ago I did that video, so that's even good, isn't it? So yeah, you guys probably watched that video now, yeah. You're thinking, oh my god, it is different. Oh my god, the American one's print is better than that print. Yeah, tell me about it. No fireworks going off tonight. No celebrations tonight here. Somebody's just putting them off for now, maybe. Always to say thanks. Yeah, please do. And then if you run on Friday, for the next Queensville live stream talk, please come back and let me know your thoughts about it. Let me know, and we'll get some sort of right. It's about 10:15 now. I'm gonna have to leave this stream now. It's getting late now, so I'm gonna have to leave. So yeah, so thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, tonight. I really appreciate it. This was just a test stream tonight, just to see if it will work better on here. And apparently, it works a lot better on here than when it works on OBS. So they are for the last stream of the week now, so that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, wasn't planning on doing the last stream tonight, but I thought, oh, let's come on live and talk to you guys and do that. So thanks a lot to Gaming Head. Thanks a lot to Brian Harvey, who joined us as well. Yeah, Johnny Davis, thank you very much indeed for joining me. Thank you to Michael, as always. Whatever, yes, he's thinking as well. And that's all we have tonight. I think that was a good. That was a good chat. I really enjoyed that actually. Brian Harvey was the first one who joined us tonight, and it was really good indeed. So that was cool. So apart from that, guys, that's it. I'm going to go now and have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Friday for another live stream. And hopefully, we'll try and get the news on Discogs, and we'll sort all this stuff out next week as well, which is going to be good. So hopefully, I should be fine. My voice is really quiet. People in bed. That's cool. All right, guys. Have a good night, and see you later. Bye.